Hello and welcome to The Perspective. It's going to be our live streaming show where we're going to be talking all things football. So this week is week 12, right? And the recently concluded, Colorado and Utah game was definitely exciting. If you're just joining us, welcome to Dear Football Fans Network, where we talk all things football for fans, by a fan, right? So, that was an exciting game, right? It was an exciting game. If you watched the last video, I told you guys, right? The fact that Colorado, right, saw how close the BYU and Utah game was last week. They made sure that they took Utah seriously, and that they did, right? So it was definitely an exciting thing. And oh my God, like if you guys saw that game, I know it was if you're watching and you're a Colorado fan, you had high blood pressure immediately, right? Because what happened was, first game, Shedeur went out there, the offense went out there, and bam, they threw an interception. Wow, where did that come from? And you're like, oh my God, is this how the game is gonna go? But true fans, right? True Colorado fans knew, okay, they're gonna shake off the dust. It's the first game. It's not gonna have a huge impact, and that was true, right? They came out there and they won, right? 49-24, right? That's a statement win. That's the type of win that when the CFP committee are looking at the Buffs, they pass the eye test, right? Because critics were talking about how is Colorado going to perform with the highest scoring defense, right? With the best defense in the Big 12. Utah's defense was meant to be the best defense, right? And Colorado went in there and beat those boys 49-24. So if you ask me, they definitely passed the eye test, right? And if there's something that I was so excited about, if you notice the play that Shedeur, there was kind of like a trick play. It went, they had the ball, went to Shedeur, and then I think Shedeur went on a route, right? Charlie, we're going to talk about him more later. Charlie, flipped it to Travis. So apparently Travis was supposed to throw it, and if he threw that was meant to throw it to Shedeur, and if he did, it would have definitely been an Heisman moment play, right? It would have definitely been an Heisman moment, and it would have been another stat for him in the record books, right, with a touchdown pass. But it ultimately led to him finding a way to score, right? And it became his first rushing touchdown. So either way, he was gonna win, right? It was either gonna be in the stat books as his first rushing touchdown, or it was going to be in the stat book. Now it's in the stat book. It was going to either be his first throwing touchdown, right? But now it's in the stat book as his first rushing touchdown of the season. And I feel like before the end of this season, he's definitely going to have more rushing touchdown. But the irony of it all, right, is I don't know if you watched the post-game interviews. That play that Travis scored on was called the Heisman, right? Talking about perspective, right? They went out there and said, the next play is Heisman, and Heisman hopefuls, right? It was meant to be a play from a Heisman hopeful Travis onto passing it to Heisman hopeful, Shedeur Sanders, right? But it didn't happen that way, and Heisman hopeful, Travis Hunter went in and ran that play in, right? You cannot script it better than that. And now that man has his first rushing touchdown, right? And the other thing, this game had so many like positive, talking points and positive things happen. Because guess what? Guess the other thing that happened? Charlie often ball, right? Charlie often ball, right? Scored his first touchdown, right? His first rushing career touchdown today against the Utes, right? It was definitely a salute, a salute to service game, right? So salute to Charlie, right? He definitely earned that right to get his first touchdown, right? And also Draylen Miller, freshman, had over 100 yards receiving and also a scored touchdown, right? And to the haters out there, hey, you can't say anything about Colorado not being able to recruit freshmen, right? They might just not recruit 30, 50, 60 freshmen, but they recruit the freshmen that they want and the freshmen that want them. That's the key difference, right? And if you're a freshman, the one freshman that I'm looking forward to getting on the field is Cam Michael, right? I know he was hurt and most likely probably decided to redshirt or something like that because of his injury. I'm excited to see him on the field, right? I'm also excited to see, number 15. What's his name? C5, right? Baby T.O. I'm excited to see what Baby T does. Hopefully he gets on the field this season, so that way we can see Shedeur throw him a pass. Because if you watch the well-off videos, that boy be catching head tops at practice. Right? They throw that ball to him, and he just go whoop, right? Just catches it like he head tops the ball, and it's amazing, right? So I cannot wait to see him do it in the game. Right? It definitely was a lovely game, and shout out to also Cash Money Cleveland, right? Cash Money Cleveland played a good game. I cannot wait to see what his PFF rating is going to be this week. Cash Money Cleveland played a good game, and in my previous video I talked about it. I said the fact that Cash now has the starting job, I do not see him losing it. I'm sorry, I do not see him losing it. And the crazy thing is, at the beginning of the season, Cash was a third string. He was the third string center. Because if you notice, Hank was the starter, right? And then they brought in Yakiri Walker, right? Yakiri was a transfer from, I think, Utah, right? But mid-season, I guess, things didn't go right. I don't want to take a deep dive into that. But Yakiri left the program, right? And that bumped Cash up. Now Cash, based on what's going on with Hank, is now has the starting job. Can you believe it? Cash now has the starting job, and I'm telling you, things are falling into place, and that man is not going to lose this job, right? Clip this video. I don't see Cash losing this job. And now we're talking about the whole IMG pipeline. Shoot, watch this. It's about to be a couple of ING superstars, 5 stars on that line, right? They know how to talk to each other. They know how to communicate, just like him and Jordan Singh know how to communicate, right? And things are going to be so different. It's an exciting time to be a Buff fan, right? I'm telling you, I cannot wait for Arlington, Texas, because at this rate, they're one step closer, right? They're one step closer to 10-2 record. One of the best record they're going to be having for a while, since 2016. Can you believe that? There's been a drought of success in Boulder, Colorado for a long time. And now Coach Prime came in there. He told y'all the first year, he said, do you believe? He gave College Football Nation, not just Boulder, Colorado, he gave College Football Nation something to hope for. You want to know why? Because I'm not going to lie to you. As a fan, as much as you are excited and you know about the major powerhouses, the Georgias, the Texas, the LSU, and the big SEC schools, right? We were looking forward and anxious to see what other powerhouse program can they be, right? And I'm telling you, Coach Prime in Colorado, they are on their way to being a powerhouse program. I am telling you, right? Because hey, the way they're recruiting, the way things are going, the Buffs have every chance to go in. Now they're 8-2, right? From 8-2, they're gonna be what? If they win out, they're 10-2, right? And we're gonna see how BYU plays later today. But the way BYU has been playing, they're gonna face BYU, and I think, and I know, the Buffs are gonna beat BYU, right? So let's say the Buffs beat BYU. You know, I as a fan, I'm kind of like, I would love for them to host the game, right? But if they don't host the game, they go ahead and, you know, let's say they get a bye, right? That means they're one step closer. They're one step closer to the national championship game, right? But I know the fact that they're going to be one step closer is going to be a game changer. But I don't know. The fan in me wants to see them play extra football, you know. So I think if they don't get the bye and they have to host the game at home, I think that's going to be a good game. And I still think, regardless of who they play, they definitely have a chance to not only have an economic boost, but also win that game. But wow, this is something, right? This is something. Like the crazy thing is, Coach Pram told us what's gonna happen, right? You know, and you can be a skeptic, right, and not believe that man, right? But the fact that he told you what's gonna happen, and yet you choose not to believe him, that's on you, right? He said, before we came to Boulder, we already mapped out the plan for 2, 3, 4, 5 years, right? And we already sent it and gave it to Rick George, right? And Rick George, this is how year 1 is gonna go in terms of everything. This is how year 2 is gonna go, and then this is how year 3 is gonna go. This is how year 4 is gonna go, right? And now we're seeing a repeat. We're seeing a repeat of Jackson State. It's like, follow the Coach Pram's resume, right? It's scary. The man has had success and know what success looks like, right? So hey, I'm telling you, the Buffs 8-2, one step closer, and it's about to be real. One step closer, baby. Keep up the good work. That's my time. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. I'm telling you, I'm so excited to the point where I don't even want to leave. The Buffs are one step closer, 8-2. Do you know what that means? That means everything is in front of them. Everything. A few months from now, they could be hoisting the college football trophy. That's amazing. 2 years into a program, I'm telling you, stay tuned. All right, I'll see y'all next time. Stay blessed.